When I move, you can get my fish back too.
Hey, brother, give me that fucking fish tank, bro.
I mean, you can get it. Just not at that apartment. Okay, it's Facebook feed. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. You might want to move mine over some. I'm blocked. Is that too loud for music?
Might be. Let me change it.
What that? Yeah.
No, Lord.
It's up to you. I don't. I like them to be able to hear the music, but I don't want it to be overpowering. You know?
Right.
They can feel the groove. All right, I'm ready. Oh, we already started over there.
Yeah, we already
We've been
started.
going.
Yeah.
I was about to pick my nose. What up, Jay Rich? You know what I'm saying?
Jay Rich, what's up,
When
bro?
you turn around, it's gonna rub the booger underneath your table too. You know how?
And I was gonna record that shit and be mad as fuck. Like, what the hell are you doing?
You're like, ugh.
I watched the show and you put a booger under the table and then she got all my fucking pants from work.
Now your kid got it in her hair or something.
No. He'd be like, why don't you invite your friend Damani over? my lady
Never
be waiting for your
invited
ass
again,
dog with a
boy,
knife.
right. Kill that vibe.
Nah.
What's up, everybody? Jay Rich. I am a god. What's going on? Hey, everybody in Facebook land. Oh, this Facebook ain't started yet. Here we go. Now we can welcome these dudes, these people, these folks. And people was asking about it too on my Facebook, like, when y'all going again? So I had sent a few messages out to people so they'll come through. Hopefully they'll pop up.
Yeah.
We can rock and roll a little bit. What's up, y'all? How everybody doing?
Yo, what's the deal, man?
We got Tommy back in the house, y'all.
Tommy, what's up, bro?
What's happening?
We've been missing him, man. We've been missing him. Tommy come with big words and stuff because he be reading and shit.
I know, man. Need you to use some regular fucking vocabulary, dog. You don't even went to state college, dog. Motherfucker went to Dartmouth. Don't he look like he went to Dartmouth, dog?
Can't even say Dartmouth.
Yep, that's
It's like
it, bro.
saying computer.
It's like saying
Say
scrimps.
Computer and pants is. What's another one people can't say?
Beautiful.
What they say?
Beautiful.
Brutiful.
If I
Tip
can't-
Corleone, what's
if
up?
I meet a woman and she
had a-
can't say
I had a-
beautiful, I can't do it. What up, Latrice?
That's Tip Corleone.
Cuz what it do, bro?
You know what I'm saying? We got your boy Leo Ichiban over here.
Ichiban.
Jay Rich.
Are you Japanese, bro?
Leo Ichiban.
Anyway, let's get right into it, dog. We running late, and I'm trying to go to work tomorrow, y'all. They said double time. Y'all pray for me getting up in the morning. Ashy ass grandpa quick.
Quick dog.
I'm messing around and marry Natalie. You see
What?
how much she loved me. She come in all of my scopes and just ruin my self-esteem.
Damn.
Sooner or later, I'm gonna be low enough for you, Natalie.
So
Got
yeah,
some
man.
tea here. I'm spilling it.
So what happened the last couple weeks, dog?
Last
We
couple
missed
weeks.
last week.
I didn't talk about this. I think I just told you about it though.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't told you, Tommy. The other day, let me go back.
No, we got tea tonight, bro. Tea and water, man.
Yeah, no alcohol in this piece, y'all. It's amazing.
Yeah.
We got.
I'm kind of
herbal
torn
tea.
down. I'm kind of torn down a little bit.
I'm gonna act drunk anyway, just to be an ass.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Pee on myself
Tommy
and
then
anything.
spilled the tea and didn't bring the liquor.
Spill the tea.
Spill the tea.
You know what I'm saying? But it's
Leave
all
it to
good.
Tommy to spill the tea. We good though, y'all. Check it though. We have been talking about, you know what I'm saying, it's been a conversation, I think, throughout the community about securing the neighborhood. You know, girls coming up missing, motherfuckers
exactly.
getting beat up, just even kids just getting hit by cars walking in the streets because they too young to be out by themselves.
I got a story about that too.
Me
when
and the
you-
guys
when you
been
ready.
talking about it. So the other day, one of my dudes hit me and a couple other people. I was like, yo, I'm over here on King Drive and there's this white panel van.
Okay.
And there's a guy inside, and he's right across from this group of like high school girls just got out of class. They were on the bus stop.
Right.
And he was sitting there, obviously, like, what's the word? Oogling or ogling them? Tommy?
I don't know what you call it.
Ogling.
Ogling. Okay.
I told y'all. He knows. He knows. Ogling these girls.
Right.
Staring at them, you know what I'm saying? And the girls noticed. And my man said the only reason he noticed is because the girls was like, you know, hey, what the you looking at?
Right.
What's going on? You know, it's a larger group of them.
Right.
But he stayed. He stayed. He said it was real odd how dude was really, you know what I'm saying, checking them out. So he took a picture of it, watched the van for a while, called us. I was at work, but my brother went over there.
Right.
And another guy went over there to, you know, see about it. Could have been a perfectly, you know, just a creep dude in his work van.
Right.
But we also know that people have been coming up missing a lot.
Right.
Q, this is the story, bro. Mario, what up? We know that people have been coming, you know, especially young ladies.
Right.
We know that it's a sex trafficking, it's an organ trafficking thing going on right now.
Right.
Apologies if we don't see y'all comments too, y'all. And we wanted to address that. So they went out there and kind of kept an eye out.
Okay.
Nobody knows if this dude was a legit guy. They do construction, you know what I'm saying? They have work vans. Who knows? Could be just a regular blue collar guy. What up, cousin? I'm glad you came through. Hey, Tasha. That's my cousin Danielle.
Danielle, what's up?
About. I was just talking about you, shorty.
Tiffany Jones, what's up?
Jay, what up, man?
Now, you know Tiffany gonna get on your ass, dog. Don't say nothing
Tiffany
crazy.
ain't got shit for me today. I'm
Okay.
ready for her, man.
Okay.
And her bullshit. So they went over there, didn't see the dude do anything.
Right.
He did eventually disappear, and they don't know where he went.
Right.
But at first thought was like, get his license plate and put it on social. Like, you can't do that because we don't know what he was doing. He could have been a regular old, just a dude that was. No, you don't want to put somebody in that light if they ain't in that light.
I'm gonna err on the side of caution. Fuck it.
I'm not, because, and you'll agree with this, that type of privilege to do something like that can be taken advantage of so easily. And a lot of people can become victims. I use the word privilege because I know that's your favorite. But they did that, and that was that. Didn't see the panel van no more. I did talk to some of my homegirls in that area, though, or one of my homegirls, and let her know, you know, just keep your eye out. You're going back and forth to work, taking kids to school. Y'all stay watching. What up, Chandler? So after that, one of the sisters in the circle was into a domestic violence situation.
Yeah.
Decided she wanted to buy moves. She had already called the police and made a police report and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And she was in the process, they were living together. She was in the process of trying to get her stuff back from the house. She said, I gotta go get all my stuff. Can y'all come through? So my brother called me and we went through. Me, my brother, one other cat.
Right.
Went through there. It was like, all right, we made it there first. Then she popped up. She went over, tried to get in the house. She couldn't get into the front door. She had the key. She actually had a court order saying that she had sole access to the house until they deal with that case. And the case ain't until January. So,
and you know what? No, I'm gonna let you finish. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
I hear you. So we tried to get in. Then he shows up.
Right.
And apparently he done kicked in the downstairs door now.
Right.
And got into the house, but he ain't supposed to be there. So we go in, and his father also shows up, the guy's father. So we all in there trying to, you know what I'm saying, delicately deal with this situation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was in my mind like we should whoop dude. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I ain't had nothing to say to him. They was being a little more diplomatic, but like, bro, you just got to go. You can't be here. You got to find moves. She was like, I'm calling the police, and it was like, if you hear when they get here, that's on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was like, no, I'm scared she's gonna steal my shit. She's not gonna steal your stuff. We're not gonna let her steal your stuff, dog. That's not what we're here for. Is to, you know, try to victimize you on some shit.
Right.
But she gonna get her shit, and she gonna be good when she do it. So chill. Dad was trying to tell him the same thing. Chill, you gotta go. You know what I'm saying? If the police come, I can't help you. And now, I don't want to sidetrack. No real incident happened. He eventually left. Police came, checked it out. Everything was cool. She decided she wanted to stay in the house. It's like, well, the house is not secure. You know what I'm saying? So one of the guys took her to Home Depot so she could change the locks.
Right.
Because he had already kicked the door in. She ended up not staying there anyway because he could still get in. Motherfucker kicked it in again. You know what I'm saying? I could obviously see he was a clown. You know what I'm saying? When he said, at first he said, I can still be here. I have a court order too. His dad said, well, go get it. So when the police get here, you can show it to him. He was like, I don't know where it is. Like, you're a clown, bro. You don't have no fucking court order. You know what I'm saying? If you did, you'd have brought that shit.
Right.
But I'm saying all this to say is that all of the talk that we were doing about trying to be more active, keeping our communities safe, I liked doing that stuff. I
Yeah.
like doing it. Although I was busy, you know what I'm saying? Talking
Yeah.
about come mess with old girl. I really wasn't busy. I was at home playing the game. What up, Teresa? What up, Roderick? But for me, that's busy. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
I was doing what I wanted to do. Went out there, and I liked that she felt safe in that situation. You know what I'm saying? The dad said that he didn't know that the son was, you know, on that kind of stuff. I ain't believe him really, but
Yeah.
whatever. I had to dip out with her to the police station so she could make a report the other day too, and we did
Right.
that. But I kind of like doing this kind of stuff, and
Yeah.
I think that most of us would.
I think most men
you know
do.
What I'm saying? Would like doing it, would enjoy doing it. It feel like it's kind of your duty, and it's good to
is.
fulfill your duty.
Yeah.
I would encourage more people, and I think I'm gonna tell the little chicks downstairs from me, if you are coming home from work or school or whatever on the bus, walking from the bus stop, it's like a 3 block walk.
Yeah.
Give me a call. I'll come down and scoop you or walk with you or something. You know, and I encourage everybody else to do that shit too. For people you know what I'm saying?
You know, if the money do something for you, dog, you know what he gonna be expecting later. No, he'll cuss your ass out. Like, wait, I walked you to the crib.
You know
and
what I'm
shit?
saying? You better set out them panties. Set out those
You know, that's
panties.
the dirty
So I
time.
encourage everybody else to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give her a dirty Sanchez. What's a dirty Sanchez? I forgot. I know
Something
what
like
y'all
when putting
know.
the finger under her nose. I did like I think it's
Oh,
like
if you had it in your booty, in her booty.
I don't know.
Something about booty and and you have it in her booty and then wipe some of the poop on her.
I don't know. I don't want to fucking act like I know some shit that I don't know. But dog, I hear you, and dog, I want to tell. I got 2 stories to tell, but I'm only gonna tell one. So you know how,
Tiffany, yes, you was.
dog, you know how I am about my daughter, dog, and fucking her being out of the building with motherfuckers. You know how, like I've always talked about that shit. Like I'll be watching
Mario?
all of this shit, right? So it's getting colder outside, so I don't go and I don't stand outside to watch her transfer from one building to the other anymore, right? So what I do is I stand at my crib and I send my drone out. And I send my drone like a few blocks down and I have it staring, you know what I'm saying, way up in the air, down to watch them cross to the buildings. You know what I'm saying? Take about 10 seconds,
Right.
whatever for them to cross, but I'm gonna have to be waiting in the air for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, and it's like the school, it's like all women that are, you know, it's like it's only one man in the whole school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of, like for me having like a law enforcement background, it's a lot of gaps in security that I see. You just notice it when you out places. And I'm like, man, you know, I ain't taking no chances, right? So I told my daughter, every time you walk out to school, either I'm gonna be standing there or the drone is gonna be there watching you. All you gotta do is look up in the air, right? So one day she came and she looked up in the air and she saw the drone. And her teachers didn't know that I sent the drone there to watch her cross between classes and shit, right? So I get a call from the principal.
You literally a helicopter parent.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about this
Literally.
shit. You can call this shit whatever you want. This shit, I don't care
Literally.
about none of that shit. So so she called me and she said, first I want to ask you, did you have a drone watching as the kids cross into the other building? I said, yeah. And she said, you can't do that. That's against the law. I said, what law? Because you know I'm a licensed
Right,
from the
you
FAA
gotta-
pilot. I know all the laws.
Right, the FAA, right.
And I explained that to her. I said, what? And you know, and she said, well, you can't do that because you're recording or whatever it is. I said, I'm not recording. I'm just watching her cross over to the other building. And she said, well, we wish that you wouldn't do that. And I said, I'm not breaking any laws. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching it for the safety of my daughter. So she said, well, I'm going to talk to the authorities and I'm going to have them talk to you on Monday. I said, okay. You know what I'm saying? I'll see you on Monday and blah, blah, blah. So when I saw her on Monday, she saw me, she didn't say shit. I'm already knowing that, I already know the law is nothing that they can do to me. Right? So, and a couple days she saw me and she never said nothing. So then the other day I called her and said, oh, hey, what's going on? 'Cause I told my daughter's mom, she said, you know, and that's one thing that they do. They try to threaten you with the authorities. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they do it regularly.
Even our own people do that. Like her sister, her principal is a black woman. And so we had a chance to talk maybe a couple of days ago about the whole situation. And she said, yeah, I checked with the law department. That's against the law. I said, I just pulled up my phone with Google
It's not that wild.
and showed her just like regular Google. You can Google this shit. Like I ain't break no laws or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And she said, well, what I'm asking you to do is this. I'm just asking you to trust us that we're going to keep her safe. I said, my job isn't to trust you. My job is to keep her safe, and that's what I intend to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, you right
And,
about
you know, all these women being snatched, and I'm trying to watch my daughter, and you trying to discourage me from doing it? I said, what kind of sense does that make? You know what I mean? And we had like a real dialogue about it. And let me tell you something. I brought that conversation up because when it comes to us protecting the women in our communities, the women have to allow us to protect them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the thing that make it hard.
It
And-
makes it very difficult when you're trying to do the right thing
And
and
they-
you getting pushback from the people you trying to do
and that's
it
the thing.
for.
You ever watch a movie
Perspective.
and you ever watch a movie and they said we're gonna have to put you on a protective custody. They say I'm not being under protective custody and blah blah blah. And the person keep going after them. They keep saying I'm not gonna be in protective custody. Don't that piss you off? That's what's going on in our community, and this is the reason why. The reason why is because our women don't respect us enough to hear what we have to say in regards to that, because as a group we're not financially powerful. You know what I'm saying? So we've been alienated and isolated in society. So anything that we say, they question it. Just like that thing you told me about in the school, where it was domestic violence in the school, and you say, call the police, call the police. For what? Call the police, call the police.
Bitch, because I said so.
No, for what?
She was insisting on making sure that
That's
I
how it
explained
is.
to her why I wanted her to call the police. While I'm getting tossed around by this big motherfucker, by the way, this big nigga had me by
But
the
you
throat
like,
in the
so
air
now,
and shit.
so now you have to go and give her a whole fucking.
I'm fucking fully-
Listen, this motherfucker's
I'm
choking the
dying.
dog shit out of me.
Right, bitch, I'm dying.
For what? But what did you do? That's how they are. You know what I'm
That shit
saying?
pissed me off. What was you saying, Tommy?
So, just from perspective, the perspective of the woman, right? You gotta. She may see you as potentially the one she trying to keep him safe from,
What do you mean?
She see you as the predator,
right?
as the perv.
It might be. There's a lot of distrust both ways.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they've been black women in particular have been conditioned to some degree to distrust black men.
To a large degree, bro.
To a large degree. I'm not gonna even go as deep as you
Appreciate
know.
y'all too. I see y'all in here.
I'm not gonna even go as deep as the all of the
Lance, what it do, bro?
institutional racism and
Yeah.
pitting one against the other, you know,
Latoya, hey, how you doing?
over the past 4 centuries.
Yeah.
But just from an immediate perspective of a lot of the face that we see on the perpetrators of this, body snatching that we seen in the hood, and I've seen it myself personally.
Yeah.
Right? These are black men doing this. Now it might be white men at the top of these rings.
Jose, what up?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the face on it.
But
The front lines, the guys on the front
right,
lines.
the ones on the ground, just like in back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They use a lot of times, the fast Negroes to catch the slow Negroes. You know what I'm saying? So and deliver them and go get me some more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Well, Jose,
she may be looking at it like
What's
you
up, Mike?
she may be looking at you like as a potential predator.
Yeah. And you know what?
I'm saying? And she don't know you.
she know
You
as
know
a parent?
you.
She know me as a parent.
You know you. But again, oftentimes these sisters, they abused by people they know.
Let me tell you.
Abused by uncles, brothers,
Yeah.
cousins.
Let me give you some
and
perspective.
it's like,
Let me give you some perspective on it, just for a second. So, I would stand outside and watch my daughter cross, right? So I'd stand out there for about a couple of weeks before, like to watch her cross. My daughter was thinking I was out there all fucking day. She think like,
Love to love,
Daddy
what?
be out here all day. So the rest of the kids telling them like, Messiah's dad's out there all day. Why don't you be standing outside? You know what I'm saying? like it's causing beef with the other parents coming and talking to me and shit. So anyway, the principal came out after a couple of weeks and she said, "Excuse me, sir, who are you?" And I said, "Oh, I have a daughter that's in preschool." You know what I'm saying? And she
what
was
are they
like,
doing? They're crossing.
they crossing from one building to the other. It's like they created a system,
Dan
but
Boy
it's
and Johnny Boy.
it's a bullshit system in my opinion. Like some stuff, like You ever see somebody doing something, you be like, why do they do it like that? Like, there's a lot of things that instead of crossing a whole bunch of people, you can cross one person over and keep the kids, and especially it's getting cold and all type of shit and safety reasons. I know strategic because I know how motherfuckers move and operate. You know what I'm saying? From that perspective. So anyway, she came out there and she asked me about it, and I told her, and I said, I just watched them cross over. You know what I'm saying? Because I see like different security issues here. You know what I'm saying? I know how many sexual predators are within the zip code, right? So she said, "Oh, you overprotective. You one of them overprotective, blah blah." I'm what? What you talking about? Overprotective?
Ebony, what up?
I just looked at her like I said, no, I didn't mean it, blah blah blah. Like, if I'm a man and that's my kid, how am I? And I got a 4-year-old. How am I being overprotective? What sense do that make? As a woman, if I'm making an extra step to protect my child and my daughter in this environment, what is the first thought in your mind saying overprotective for? You know what I'm saying? And I think that
because it ain't real to them until
it's not real until it happened.
Nothing
And that's
is.
the thing. And I'm gonna tell you about the panel discussion. But the thing is about the men, we have seen more than a lot of women because we've been in conflict and we're trying to protect them from being in certain vulnerable situations. But they don't even know that the vulnerable situation is there, and they fighting us to be in those situations that put them at risk. You see what I'm saying? So yeah. Anyway,
That's
bro, I
funny
want
you
to tell a
say
story.
fighting to be in a situation. I was staying with a chick. You remember her? Just several years ago, and she came home one time, two in the morning.
Yeah.
Damn near somewhere around there,
Yeah.
drunk, and was mad. Came in mad,
Yeah. For what?
and her kid stayed with me.
Yeah.
It was her kid. And she was like, "Where my baby? We leaving." I was like, "Leaving? Where you going?" She was like, "None of your business. We leaving." She told the kid, "Get your shit." I'm like, "You drunk right now. Why don't you sit and chill?" "Oh, you don't tell me what to do, blah, blah, blah." I said, "Well, look, you're not taking the baby out of here.
Yeah.
It's 2 in the morning. You ain't even in no car. You about to go roam the fucking streets or some shit?" You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying? What are you doing? No,
Yeah.
that's my baby. You can't tell me what to do. I said, "You're not taking her out of here."
Yeah.
Period. I had to put my foot down and let her know I was fucking serious with her drunk ass. You know what I'm saying? I eventually had to call the police to come get her. And I was like, "Yo, she want to take the kid. It's her kid." They was like, "Yo, legally it's her kid. She can take it." I said, "But you understand where I'm coming from." They was like, "Of course. She's fucking crazy." That's it. One of the police, I was like, "Let her take the kid. Fuck it. It ain't your issue." I was like,
No, that's how they be, dog.
I was
Yeah.
like, "Nah, man, no. Y'all talk to that bitch." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Talk
yeah.
to her crazy ass, because a lot of times, like you said, people fight to be in situations that they're not gonna want to be in.
Yeah, 'cause
just
the
to
shit-
be spiteful towards you.
Just
in
to
that
show you
moment.
that you can't control. You can't control me, so I'm gonna go and run
Yeah.
out this street in the middle of the street.
I used to have those same conversations with my family, my daughters, and their mom. You know,
We don't own the rights to this music. Ain't we supposed to say that shit?
You know what? I think that this is
I
a
think
mix,
that just
so I don't know if it's the
incriminates
same.
you further when you say that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You don't own the rights, but you still playing it. You know what I'm saying?
It's
So
fucking
you
music.
basically admit it, yeah.
Yeah, it's
But
music.
Anyway, so I used to have these conversations, and I would say that exactly what you just said.
Yeah.
Like, my rules aren't to control you.
Yeah.
Keep you safe.
You know,
Keep
but
you
it's
healthy.
Exactly. It's about accountability. It's about responsibility. I have a responsibility, and we would get it. They didn't like my rules, and like you said, you know how cats move out here.
Yeah.
And so,
Especially like with the law
stuff we
enforcement and the
know
counseling and shit.
understand.
They have no clue about it.
You know why though? It's because they always have somebody watching over them. You know, when
Exactly.
you a kid and somebody holding your hand, you don't look both ways. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Until somebody
go
lets
with
your
them.
hand go and they tell you, "All right, now look both ways." Then when you nearly
You had that near miss,
that
that
near
near-death
miss, then you
experience.
start looking both ways.
Yeah.
And women, because
freak.
they do, still get watched over, even
Yeah.
by, they don't see the danger. And I'm like,
Nah, that
I
shit
would
is
tell
so
them-
aggravating, bro.
I would tell them, like, don't go to this store to get candy. Don't go to the liquor store to get candy.
Yeah.
Go to the gas station.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now the gas station is a block further the other way, but I know what's going on up there. I know
the
what's
liquor
going on.
station.
I know.
Yeah.
And they don't be wanting to hear that shit.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like, I don't want to hear, I just want to go, I want to go.
And
And you
now I'm
like,
arguing with her, with the kids, and with her in front of the kids.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Dog.
Which is
some
another
stuff
issue.
I know.
Which is another issue.
Dog, let me tell you.
You know
this
what I'm
is.
saying?
I
It's
was
like,
just telling my
You don't
friend.
see what I see.
This is the hardest. This shit. First of all, being older, and then secondly, having responsibility of other
Appreciate y'all,
people
man.
is the hardest shit I ever did. And I did it at an older age. I'm like, and I was saying, like, I had no fucking idea that this is how it was. I think that black men, black fathers' jobs is harder because we are fighting the very motherfuckers that we're trying to protect, A, and two, they are connected to the kid. So their poor decisions affect the kid, and you fighting a motherfucker to protect your own child from them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you're protecting to protect them from them. But they have a certain disregard for our authority because of the condition that we in this country.
They don't believe you have any
like,
authority. They don't
or not
believe
even
you have
authority,
any-
but even wisdom.
Wisdom, right?
You know what I'm saying? How can you fight a motherfucker that's fighting for what's in your best interest?
Right.
I'm fighting for you.
They don't-
And you fighting for me to that fighting for
You
you?
disclose, yeah.
Dog, let me tell you. So my daughter,
Because they brought up in the mindset that all men are stupid, that they have almost a parental type of mold towards men,
exactly.
because I had a woman tell me, like, recently, like within days, that she not used to being around a man, that she didn't have to be like basically a chaperone
Yeah.
to a nigga. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like she used to being basically the
Like
grown
a
up.
like a mother to the
grown-
motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And like a life coach to their
Right.
ass.
You a
Yeah.
grown
But-
man though, and so you know,
And then
being
your
treated
peer
that way,
is
Right.
telling you, like, you need to go and turn in that resume. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that type of shit. And I see that, but I'm not that person. And anybody who know me that's connected, you understand that. So why are you fighting against me?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the struggle, even in our community. And I saw, like, and I told Damani about this Russian, like the men in the community usually go stand up, and the women know this is their role. Back up, we're gonna go manage this, y'all manage that, and it's
Stay out of
understood.
this.
It's understood.
We're gonna play our
but with our
roles.
people, they gonna give us pushback. That's like I can't even protect you now because you're not allowing me to protect you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So let me tell you. So my daughter, we was about to go to school one day, and I kept telling her she wanted to wear a dress. It's cold as hell outside. I'm like, yo, put your snow pants on.
Yeah.
No, I gotta put my. She crying, she stomping, she running up the stairs. It's like, it's time to go. You gotta go to school. And then you know what I said? I said, you know what? Fine. You don't have to put them on. But she know from other conversations, when we walk out that door and it's fucking freezing cold, we out the door now. I'm gonna let you learn, and that's
you
how
gotta learn.
and that's and I know her mom and other women, they think that I'm wrong for that, but if I'm telling you it is cold and you fighting
So
against it,
you
I'm gonna let
never-
you find out for yourself.
Never establish your authority, because they start at a young age teaching them to be dismissive
What up, Parker?
towards
Thanks for coming through, bro. I saw you over here.
male authority,
Yeah.
because they have they're vindictive about male authority.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because women are sitting in classes as little girls. They have little special little classes for them. You know what I'm saying? Girls rock. And,
Black girl magic.
And right. And so they at a young age they begin to indoctrinate them
Yeah.
against any not just male authority, but just males in authority.
Dog.
Even rightfully.
Yeah.
So
Dog,
like
man.
even a male exercising rightful parental authority is a problem.
Yeah.
A violation in her head.
And they come.
So how dare you tell me, blah blah blah.
Because, hey, and you don't talk to my child, and that's like it ain't your child.
Yeah,
Bro.
You know what I'm
motherfuckers
saying?
told me that shit
And
with
let-
my kid. Like, how
Right, with
you
your
don't tell me
kid.
what to do with my child? Like, you do realize, bitch, this half mine.
So
Nope.
I had a situation. You
Man.
remember when I used to bring Zakari to your house a lot?
Come through,
Because
'cause I
he would
remember.
beg me to come to bring him with,
Right.
Because he was being Cinderfella when I was gone.
What's the name? What's that word?
Cinderfella.
Dog, go get the dictionary when this nigga talk.
No, That's a
You use
made
words
up
more
word.
than 5 letters, man.
That's a made up word.
I was about to say.
Cinderella, yeah.
It's Cinderella and fella. You know how Cinderella got treated by her stepsisters?
Yeah.
He was getting that at the crib when I was gone. They was just crushing his balls every chance they got. You know.
What up, Pilar?
That's that article.
That's
going to
go into the article.
We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that.
Crushing his balls, and this is not a. I'm sorry to cut you off. We're going to discuss.
We're going to discuss that same thing.
I put it on my Facebook. If y'all want to get a chance,
we wrote it
y'all
down.
can see it. It's, I posted it yesterday.
I posted on the Man Code a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
But let me tell you. So my daughter's going to preschool, and after a couple weeks, she's like up in her room, and she's like, "No, Dad, you can't come in here. This is for girls only." What do you mean girls only?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
And this is all girls up in here, and blah 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 blah.
And so it begins.
So I went to the school, and I had noticed it, and I had mentioned it to the principal. But there's only 3 boys in her class. She has 2 female teachers. Every time they do something, they have them separated in lines. I'm gonna tell you this: separated in lines, and the girls always go first, like always. So now she has this identity as a girl, and now girls have this hierarchy because that's how they use it, right?
Right.
Now before, when she went to the daycare, it was they had like white teachers, and she had a black teacher too, but I'm scared. Dr. What's the name? But
That's not gonna be able to get you if you're sitting right here. Oh,
Yeah.
maybe it might.
yeah. So anyway, so I went there, and it's like about these 15 girls go first, and then the boys go. No, you don't move. Let the girls go first. And I'm hearing them say it, and we having this issue at the crib. Like it got serious one night, where me and her mom like had to talk and stuff like that. Like what's going on? Where this come from? So then I had seen it before, and I talked to our teacher. I said, "Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why do you always make the girls go first, and the boys gotta wait? Why are you doing that?" And I mentioned that because my daughter wasn't like this when she was going to the mixed daycare, because all of them just get in one line. Why are you separating? It's only 3 boys. It ain't like it's 30 and 30. It's 3 and like 15. And I went and I talked to her, and I said, "What you're doing is you are I said, "Why?" She said, I'm teaching them chivalry." I didn't bring them to school to learn chivalry. That fucking one-sided, bias-ass fucking chivalry that you don't see a problem with.
That's the part of gender roles that they
in our community more than anybody else's. You got this. You go first. You wait, and it's what it's doing is it's teaching a brainwashing and a hierarchy. You know what I'm saying? So then my daughter's coming and bringing that shit to the crib. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so I'm talking to the teacher.
We talked about that before too.
That's the partial doing away with gender roles. They only gonna do away with the ones with the part
exactly
that expects that they there's a other side to being chivalrous.
Yeah,
because women have it's not called chivalry. I don't know what it's called, but
when women do
also
stuff,
but it is chivalry.
When women do stuff,
we only
so
think
we don't even understand chivalry to be,
because when we say chivalry, we automatically think
no, Tiffany, I don't.
What men do for women,
what
should do for women.
So what?
But that's what
chivalry
it is. It's like we let you go through the dough first. We get the big piece of chicken.
But then they say that you're not supposed to do that.
You see
which
what
I
I'm
don't.
saying?
I personally don't care about that. But
I hold the door open for you. You know what I'm saying? You fix my plate first.
But this is the thing.
Side to it, right?
They don't.
It's just, but they want to get rid of the "you fix my plate" part
exactly,
and keep the
you
open
hold
the doors for.
right?
And that's what that's that.
It's like for me. It's like it's all the time, man. Come on,
bros up in here.
It got to be a two-way street, or
and that's not what they being taught. They only being taught that you owe me something, and the reason that you owe me something is because I'm a girl.
Because I'm a girl.
But I don't owe you nothing, and that's what I'm seeing it in the house. Right. I want my daughter to, and Tiffany said, "Do I believe in chivalry?" I don't believe in chivalry. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you why.
I do.
I don't believe in chivalry especially at this age, because that's not how it's being used. It's like they weaponize them fucking
yeah,
feminism.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that part.
Like
Yeah,
it's being weaponized, where you owe me something, and I didn't do nothing to earn it.
I didn't earn
but
it.
you owe it to me
Both
because
ways.
I'm who I am.
Just
But I
because
owe
I
you
exist.
nothing.
Either we all do it or nobody does it.
Yeah, either it's gonna be equal or it's gonna be nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I always fix my husband's plate first. Tiffany, you from the old school. I can't debate you. I already know your people. We ain't talking about
Served
that.
on a real plate, not a paper
This
plate.
is not what's
Yeah.
going on now. This is not what's going on now.
This is not what's being taught.
It's not being
to
taught
this
now.
next generation.
Yeah,
of,
Tiffany,
of
you
women.
y'all had
They're
children?
being taught
Yeah.
that all of the
3 kids.
chivalrous stuff that men do is owed to them, just off the strength of them existing as females.
Yeah, and I owe you
I'm a
nothing.
female. I exist, and therefore I deserve. You know, I got it coming.
If
And-
you ask for something, then that's toxic masculinity,
right.
and I don't expect anything. You don't
That's-
don't expect
that's
nothing
sexist.
from
Don't
me.
expect me.
When we go out on a
Don't
date,
for me.
I want equal everything. But we go out on a date, I expect you to pay. I
Right.
expect you to hold all the doors. I expect you to walk on one side of the street, which is some sword fighting shit. But because we don't have a culture, then
Right.
we take on other shit from other people's culture, and the people with leverage go and stand on that the most. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But we just taking shit from other people's culture, but that's not even what it's for.
Right.
It's because the sword came out here, and if you standing on this side, because most motherfuckers was right-handed or some shit like that, bro.
Dog, I've also seen this, and we haven't even got into the real nitty gritty yet. But
No, we
I've
haven't.
also seen this indoctrination process. And if y'all got kids, y'all might be able to relate in the cartoons that are on right now that kids watch. I was watching with the little youngin. She was watching My Little Pony. It's one of her favorite little shows and shit.
Right.
And I never really
You talking
paid
about Nate?
attention.
You talking about Nate, dog?
Damn.
No, go ahead, bro.
I'm gonna holler at Bill in a second too. And you know, My Little Pony, they got all of these ponies. They're different colors, and I think they have like different powers, or they shoot stuff out of their unicorn horns or some shit like that.
Right.
And they're all female except for like one of them, and he's actually the black one too.
Oh, wow.
And he's also the cowardly one. He's also, I don't know if it's saying he's the scary one. He's the one that's, you know, afraid to, you know, like maybe we should be careful going around this corner. They like, no, fuck that, let's go. All of the girls are very powerful,
Yeah.
very independent, strong-willed, while the black one, who's also the male one,
Yeah.
was very weak and very scary and timid. You know,
I think my daughter has watched that shit before, too.
Pay attention to it. Pay attention to that one. Powerpuff Girls. You know, the Powerpuff Girls were strong, they were brave, and this, that, and other. And the guy was the Mojo Jojo, and I always laugh at his fucking name.
His name is Mojo Jojo?
Mojo Jojo.
I never watched this shit
You
because it was
never-
such punk shit to me. I just don't watch
She
it.
liked it, you know, and I paid
I
attention
watched it
to it
too.
once, and I was
I
like,
thought
well,
it was
you
funny.
know.
How
it
old was
is.
you? Was you
It is
30,
funny.
40 when you watched
I
this
was,
shit?
I was 30-something when I saw it, and it is funny,
Yeah,
but
I was
it wasn't lost on me that, you know, these girls are the heroes, and everything positive and everything negative was attributed to this guy. And that was a theme I saw continued through a lot of the cartoons that she watched. This is an indoctrination
Right, as
process.
opposed-
Tiffany said that the
as-
pony was an introvert.
Okay.
He was a
but
bitch.
still, but the point, the
By
the
design.
point is when the one like when in the male dominated society, right?
Uh-huh.
The men were the heroes, but they were also the villains.
Yeah.
But now that they're trying to, okay, we girls need to see heroines, but you rarely see a female villain.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my God.
So it's
I'm
not.
trying to think of one. I was like, maybe I can think of one
Oh.
real quick. A female villain where there was a female heroine. Heroine.
You know, it seems
don't
like it's
see it.
something.
Y'all know
No.
any of them? But let me add this. Go ahead, Tiffany.
Dog. Okay, while she's adding that, bro. Dog, so I went to this panel discussion, dog. I'm not going to go into the whole panel discussion.
Yeah, I
But
want
we
to
had
get into
this
the discussion.
We
when
had
it
this
was on.
whole panel discussion, and at the end of it, one of the last questions was, and I didn't do well at the panel. I'm gonna be honest with you, but one of the last questions of the whole panel shit was, what can black women do to support their sons in the schools? And I'm talking about. I'm not gonna talk about it, but man, these dudes was dynamic as far as like the way he spoke and all of this stuff. I was the bad guy because you know it was about redefining masculinity. So anyway, they asked the question. Everybody's sitting back waiting, and I'm waiting too. And the dude said, "Nothing. Black women can't do nothing because y'all done everything already. Y'all are perfect. Y'all, the men, y'all need to stand up." And I was just like, I was sitting back like,
Pussy pants.
what the fuck? So what you're trying to say is that there is, and we've been trained because
y'all out there too.
we've
Some of
been,
y'all
no,
out
it's
there,
plenty of them. It's
Big
plenty of
Sean,
them.
what up? We got to get you on here.
And then when a female does that, women are quick to call them pick-me bitches.
Yeah, they
What?
shame the shit out of
They
women.
shame the shit out of a woman
when they
when they
agree
say-
with anything that might go against their privilege.
And that's
would shame the
that
shit out
shit
of
made
them
me
chicks.
so sick, bro.
Jesus
That shit made me
Christ.
so sick. So basically, you say everything is fucked up as our fucking community is.
Right.
As fucked up as it is, it's only our fault why it's the shit. But the women make the most money based on the oppressor. The women have the access to the kids, and we don't. You know what I'm saying?
Based on-
As far as abuse goes, if you look at research, the women are more likely to be physically abusive towards the kids, especially the boys.
Yeah.
That go out and create monsters that go out here and are unleashed on the
All
community.
of those fucking
But
retarded motherfuckers running the streets, y'all.
it's like how is it a one-sided level of accountability, and the women, all of the women, which make up a bigger population than the men, have zero fault in the situation that we're in, and we're going around because nobody could say it. Even I'm gonna be honest, I couldn't say it in that moment. Like we were talking about LGBT, and I made it clear. No, everything that y'all do, I don't agree with it, and that's the only reason I came to say everybody don't agree with what you're saying, and stop trying to force our hand to agree with everything that y'all fucking doing, because I don't.
That's
agree.
how it happens.
And that's the only reason I couldn't
bully
fucking
tactics.
go in. It's a bully shit,
Man, I
And-
was just thinking about that. I was on that today.
bro.
Bully.
So anyway, we gonna talk about the shit, bro. But I do want to say that women have accountability into why our condition is what it is as well. Men do,
They bear
but
a lot of
women
that accountability.
because they have the. If you want to see
Yeah, that shit cold.
who somebody like if you want to see a problem within a society, all you gotta do is look at the people who got the most leverage. You know what I'm saying? Like, how could the country, this United States, how can all of the problem and the fault of the country be on black people when we only a minority and we powerless?
Well,
It's gonna
there-
be with the fucking people that run this shit.
There's a saying, and it
Okay.
just came to me. I forgot who said it. Somebody dope said it. They said a nation can only rise as high as its woman.
Right.
But our nation right now, our culture, our people, our community is low as fuck. By that
But we have a matriarchal community.
by that
We do
standard,
have a- and it's been that way.
shouldn't
for
we
at
be
least
able
50
to?
years.
Shouldn't we be able to say, okay,
Maybe
we
not.
can only rise as high as our woman. If we're down, it's because our woman is down. And if you're down, black woman, what do you need to do to start to bring yourself up? And it ain't obviously ain't money because y'all got the money. And like you said, y'all got access to the kids.
Yeah.
Y'all have all the power when it comes to the court system, especially if it's going against a black
A
man.
man
Yeah.
does not have a leg to stand.
So,
on
Nothing.
in court.
so it would be the opposite, because if everybody else is living in a patriarchal community and we are living in a matriarchal community, that means that we only gonna go as far as the men go, because it's reversed.
It was a black
Right.
person that said that when they were talking. It was
But how many years ago was this? This had to be like in the 50s.
I don't even want to guess because I'll probably be wrong and shit. One of
But
y'all probably know.
It had to be like in the 50s, but now that we are damn near extinct, you know what I'm saying? As a race, like like, dog, it's crazy. So how? And this is what they have. This is another thing that they have decided. Basically, we're gonna get rid of all of them, and then we're gonna go and throw ourselves at white men. Do you remember I sent you that thing on the text with the one sister, and she was showing off the guy that she was with? I know her. And everybody was like, yeah, great, wonderful, man, that's so beautiful, and blah, 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 blah. And I was thinking, like, this is a regular old dude that, and she showcased them all on her page and stuff like that. I went to his page. He was in a relationship with her, but there wasn't no pictures of her. Like, they think that they're in relationships with, and I'm not talking about all, but they think they're in relationships with motherfuckers, and really they just,
showpieces. Bed
exactly. But you think that you didn't came up, but you really didn't come up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she moved all the way to a whole nother place in order to be amongst them to catch one of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude. And that's like they show all of this type of same shit, like type of shit on
They're
TV.
elevating.
Yeah.
They feel like
They feel like it's a come up. It's like the reverse fucking 50s.
Broadly.
You remember how they beat like Superfly had the white woman in the bed in the beginning of the movie, and that was like a thing. That was like a status thing.
Yeah,
That's how it is with the women now. But they got a white man, you the shit. Shit is weird to
You
me.
know what? And they get treated like
You're
shit.
beyond it all.
That's what happens most of the time. Sorry, y'all, but I've seen it, and I'm not saying my small amount of
What it really
experience
is
standing on it.
is
But
that white people still have the traditional dynamic in their culture.
What you mean?
And they still have that traditional dynamic. I mean, the white women stand up and talk about that liberalism, but
I'm the king of my.
white woman's liberalism is not the same as the black. I mean, feminism is not the same as the black woman's womanism. It's not the same. And that's why they came up with the term womanism versus feminism.
I never heard that term womanism, I don't believe, bro.
I've heard it.
Womanism, yeah, that's your Alice Walker, you know what I'm saying, Bell Hooks, you know, the phrase color purple, what that came from was I think it was Alice Walker. In her book, The Color Purple, she said if feminism is lavender, womanism is the color purple.
So the womanism is stronger than the color?
It's deeper. Right.
It's deeper.
It's more intense. You know what I'm saying? And it surely is. You know what I'm saying? And it's affecting us different. I had a conversation with a white man about this because he's trying to tell me, and I'm like, listen, you don't understand. Like the feminism that y'all women.